Okay, it is all right. It's exactly 4 o'clock, so I guess we can begin. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Didi Rodrigo. I'm from the Department of Information Systems and Computer Science of Ateneo. And with me today is Dr. Arnel Okay, who is from Urdaneta City University and is going to be helping us with the with the with managing our Zoom room. Um, the our guests for today are Dr. Emma Porio of the Professor Emeritus of the Department of Sociology and Anthropology of Ateneo,
Hello.
and, and Dr. Obi Cambaliza, who is the chair of the Physics Department also of Ateneo. I'm not sure. I should pin I should pin the two of you. Let me try doing that.
How do you do that?
Okay. Yeah, I know it's like a pin. Ayun. Ha. Okay, I'm pin. Sige, I hope that works. Okay. Uh Ma'am Emma, Ubi, thank you so much for agreeing to this conversation. So, the title of our series is called Fund Facts, and it's really addressing young researchers who are early in their careers and who want to learn how to apply for grants and how to collaborate with uh, with with colleagues either here or abroad. And I invited you because I wanted this session to focus specifically on international grants.
Okay.
And so I was hoping that we could start off by maybe kwento lang, like
Sige.
what are some of your uh, past work that's international in nature?
Okay. Shall I go?
Sure,
Or
ma'am.
okay. Thank you very much, Didit and Obi and everyone for having me here. Yes, I am lucky that since I came back to Ateneo, I've always, sort of been part of international collaboration. So, for example, my first one was Cities and Street Children Studies with the International Center for Development of Children in UNICEF Florence that involved 5 countries. I'll talk about that. Then the second one was the Global Research Initiative. I was the coordinator and research leader for Southeast Asia region, and there were 12 sub-regions, and this was supported by Ford Foundation and the Center for Urban and Community Studies, University of Toronto. I want to, emphasize that partnership, that it's America and Canada, because that changed really the relationship of global coordinators and local coordinators and researchers. And then I have many others, but I just want to emphasize that the last two that I've been doing, the Coastal Cities at Risk from 2011. No, I also had other things, the Cities and Housing Slum Dealers International and Asian Coalition for Housing Rights, supported by Cord Aid and Miserio. I'd like you to take note of this because it shapes really the local partnerships and collaboration that is important in this international research collaboration. And then the last, the last, I would say 15 years, I've been looking at Coastal Cities at Risk, the first part from 2012 to 2016. It was with Thammasat University in Bangkok, University of Ibadan in Lagos, University of Simon Fraser University and Western Ontario in Canada. And then the last one, which has occupied my life, my soul, and my heart, my body, as everybody knows, the Coastal Cities at Risk in the Philippines, which is in partnership with Ateneo de Manila, Manila Observatory, the National Resilience Council, and local government units of Metro Manila, Metro Naga, and Metro Iloilo, in partnership with Ateneo de Naga, and with Father Robert Rivera, who was my former faculty at the Department of Socioanthro. This is crucial, I'll cite later why. And with Ateneo, with University of the Philippines and Visayas, wherein I was partnering with previously a marine scientist, Dr. Barbaran, and then now an anthropologist, Clement Camposano, who is the chancellor. So I did it. Let me just, you sent 3 questions. So number one, your question is, what are the differences in application procedures,
well, ma'am,
requirements with the local?
we
Okay.
can go one at a time. Siguro we'll
Oh, okay.
ask Obi first to share.
Okay. So do you want me to answer the first question, or you'll let Obi introduce muna her
Yeah,
background?
let Obi introduce herself
Okay.
and then we'll move back to you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Didith and Ma'am Emma, and also for the invitation, Didith. So Ma'am Emma has, I don't know, 40 years of
No,
experience.
30 lang.
Ay, 30 lang. Okay. Sorry naman, ma'am. Okay, 30 years of experience with international collaboration. Ako siguro well, since my postdoc days, I have many experiences of collaborations. Pero international collaboration, and since I came back from postdoc, and that would be 2014. Okay.
Okay.
So, let
Ako,
me
I
just
came back
say,
1990.
oh,
Kaya
yun na nga,
30,
ma'am. Okay. So for me, it's
30
been a
lang
decade. Okay.
from my from my from my PhD. So pareho tayo. Sige.
So ako, ma'am, from my postdoc. So let me just say that my background kasi is on atmospheric science. So I have a physics undergraduate degree, but I decided that I would like to have a PhD degree that is more on the applied physics side or applied science. And so I focus on atmospheric science, which is highly interdisciplinary. So it has a physics component, chemistry component, etc. Now, the community is very, very small. So, usually, magugulat ka, like my postdoc advisor is known by pretty much everyone. And so when I returned to the Philippines, I was so lucky because if they found out that that you were a postdoc of Professor Shepson, they would like to work with you. So parang yun yung isa sa
Ah,
mga advantage, 'di ba, Ma'am Emma, to
yes. I'm glad you mentioned that because I'll tell
'di
you
ba?
later. Okay.
Essentially, parang in a way, ako personally, I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. So
Oh, ako rin.
my PhD advisor and then my postdoc advisor. Now, then atmospheric scientists in the country, in the Philippines, konting-konti lang, mabibilang mo talaga with the highest density of it at the Manila Observatory and the Department of Physics. So, in a way, parang you're a bit sad for the country kasi konti kayo, pero that's also a niche. And so people seek you out, okay? Tapos nung 2015, there was this initiative by our Asian neighbors because there's a recognition that there are only a few atmospheric scientists in the region, Southeast Asia, nag-form ng what they call IGAC Mango. So what does IGAC stand for? International Global Atmospheric Chemistry Project. And then MANGO, what is it? Monsoon Asia Oceania Networking Group. So I became part of that group because,
Brilliant.
opo,
Brilliant acronym.
brilliant acronym. Okay. So there's an IGAC for North for East Asia, etc. And then there's Southeast Asia, we call it mango, okay? Kasi mango yung mangga no. So, yon. Anyway, so
Atin yun.
oo, atin sa Southeast Asia. So we have that tapos again, why was I invited? Because a very well-known professor in Thailand worked with Father Jet in the past. And so they
Wow.
knew the institution because of, again, standing on the shoulders of a giant, Father Jet, no?
Oh.
And then so they asked a representative from the country Dr. Simpas said, Obs, you go because I feel like I'm already old. I'm already old. We need young person. But he was not old at that time. Okay, so he sent me. And from then on, from 2015, I sort of became the country representative. And with that, as Ma'am Emma would say, it became a social capital for me and a trust network for me. Those are the terms that I just borrow from Ma'am Emma. Ha? Okay, so
Trust
a
networks.
trust network.
Very
And
important in collaboration.
yes,
Actually,
because
if I can
yeah, go
interrupt a
ahead.
little, can you elaborate on that a little? Because I think one of the themes that has come out this is our fourth episode already. The importance and the value of networking is always front and center for everybody so far. And can you elaborate? But you're the only one who has used the term trust network.
Oh,
So can
it's
you elaborate? Yeah. Oh, yun.
okay. Ma'am Emma
Did it
muna. Ma'am
Yes,
Emma
ma'am.
muna.
Go ahead.
can I emphasize, because I think networking is over abused. So now in my work, and Obi knows this, we've been working together since 2016, 17, no? On SICAR. Para sa akin, Dedes, no? It's very important that the people we collaborate trust that we do not appropriate each other. We work as researchers, as a team, interested in, you know, pursuing our research questions and our research problematic and the kind of evidence we can have. And that holds true, whether it's social scientists, physical scientists. I want to emphasize that kasi now with this, did it, naano ako sa networking, makipag-network lang kasi kukuha from you. Ako, matanda na ako, did it. So, I always say, keep your friends close, your enemies closer. Sige, okay.
No, but can you, what's the counterpart? Counterpoint rather, what is the counterpoint? If the trust network is you work with people who have a common interest, what's the sort of the opposite of that? I mean, kasi,
Uh,
hindi, kasi parang,
uh,
I guess with,
teamwork of convenience.
okay,
I mean,
so,
partnership for convenience, because kailangan mo ng somebody from that discipline, kailangan mo ng local counterpart, kailangan mo ng regional counterpart, you're put together because pero actually in my experience, putting together doesn't occur in a vacuum. As Obi said, she was on the shoulders of giant we stand. We are connected to our previous PhD advisors, like that. So I'd say, but it's just did it. I don't know. In fact, I tell my students now, oh, matanda na ako, I've kissed 1,000 toads, but you have to kiss a toad in your life. Anyway, so yung parang, for me, trust is built, in the collaborative networks, but over time, and also with social capital.
Yes.
That leads to the trust, that we can trust this person pala, na hindi tayo, ano yan, Obi? Hindi tayo ipagbinta doon sa kabila, di ba? Thank you.
Tsaka you actually become friends with your collaborators. So I am very good friends with, this network, which is the IGAC Mango. We have become very good friends for a decade. Dahan-dahan yan grow, and then we see each other once a year, but then we already have well, two projects with the larger IGAC Mango, and then there is a project that was initiated by one of the members from Taiwan and under the umbrella of IGAC Mango. And then the rest of us became scientific steering committee members of that. So parang ang nangyari, yung tiwala nyo sa isa't isa, tapos and then you develop this, kaya niyang gawin ito, yung ganon. So, and
Mhm.
then you get to actually work together. So you actually become friends and comfortable
Yeah.
with each
Mm.
other. So, yun yung sinasabi ata ni Ma'am Emma. And so, parang, ako,
Mag-shift.
I've seen cases na may sumusubok na pumasok, pero
Mm.
nakikita din ng isang ano na, ay, kasi convenient na mag-join. Pero
Oo.
actually, um, hindi parehas but you actually see that you have the same values itong mga kasama mo sa trust network na sinasabi ni Ma'am Emma. And because of that, opportunities actually open as well. So may iba
Mm.
pang opportunities na bumubukas. So
Mm.
because of that membership in IGAC Mango, for example.
Yeah. Like ako did it, no? I got into the climate change network, Adaptation Futures, simply because Hassan, who was our international advisor, Hassan Verji, remember him, Obi, yeah. Hassan Verji from Washington Start, saw my presentation and the first doon sa, we had our SICAR meeting in Dusitani, and she came to me and says, you did a lot of work. I mean, just looking at my and then since then, kasi I think wala siyang masyadong kakilala mga social scientists looking at climate impacts on vulnerable populations. So palagi niya akong binibenta. Like for example, dinominate niya ako doon sa scientific committee ng Adaptation Futures sa Netherlands kasi sabi niya, hay, lahat sila mga puti at mga lalaki. Kailangan nila ng kulay sa buhay nila. So, I mean, so yun, yung parang as you mentioned ni Obi, importante yan, Obi, no, na there are people in the network who are senior to you and trust you with your work. And they think you can articulate, that kind of, positionality in knowledge production and mobilization. Yun lang. I think I want to stress that to the young people kasi of course, young people, you need publications, you need grants. So, kung minsan in a hurry to extract. But what I want to say is that work becomes more, it stops for me, it stops being work. When I'm working with people who are united with the same vision, like in SICAR, we are united in terms of bridging science, policy, practice nexus. So the integrity of science, the integrity of policy making, integrity of practice, importante yon. Yun lang. I'll stop there, Obi. Ikaw na magpatuloy.
Okay. At because of this, so I've been part of these two big field campaigns, two
Mhm.
airborne field campaign with NASA. So the first one was Campex in 2019, where NASA came to the Philippines and did a lot of airborne work. And in that, it's really because of the reputation of Manila Observatory and the long partnership of Manila Observatory with NASA. The second one, surprisingly, itong mas recent, the Airborne Field Campaign last year in February 2024. Okay, so it's been a year. It's through IGAC Mango. So the field campaign it involves 4 cities. Metro Manila was one of them. So again, nanganak yun. But then what's the effect of this on me and our students? So because nakikilala ako, tas nagiging partner namin sila, then we can recommend our students for graduate studies also abroad. So, I mean, it bears fruit in many ways. So parang
Many fruits.
many fruits. So parang ngayon I cannot count how many students do we have now that are actually abroad and doing their grad studies because of these partnerships. So the fruits are not just
Like,
publications, but
yeah.
also the future of our
Yeah.
students. is
Very,
established,
very
parang ganyan.
important yan, Didith, yung minention ni Obi. Kasi like ako sa SICAR, of course, I had other mentees before that I recommended, no, for other, ano. But yung SICAR, I recruited si Justin C. Who used to be, that we worked so well because he was physics before and then did masters with us. And I was a demographer before. So, we are very excited with large databases. So, yan si just I recruited 2 scholars, no, kasi yung SICAR at first recruited from MO, from physics, ganon lahat. So, I think this is very important for young people to really, as I always said, what did I remember the saying, what did Stump said to the envelope? Stick with me, baby, and let's go places. Because I think when I said, or but I think when you are in like PhD or MA programs, you need grants for your students, and we do not have that much, but you can get that from international projects, like especially yung mga IDRC grants. It basically pays attention to the training of successor generation. So ako nag-announce ako ngayon, si Justine, ako, Diyos ko, becomes highly successful, outstanding PhD in Australia. So, hindi na bumalik dito dahil very highly, siya very good talaga siya. I mean, I really believe that when you do this kind of research, you have to master quantitative and qualitative methodology. So, I want to tell the young people now who are listening, if you find a topic or a research question that really intrigues you, find out who among the faculty, is also interested in that. And then, because like ako, I'm always looking for somebody, kasi matanda na ako, no? Just looking for somebody. Like, for example, I'm part of the social well-being network in Taiwan, 9 countries. But there's not, I want qualitative and quantitative mixed methods. Pero, I think I'm not been very successful in recruiting people. So I want to emphasize that did it to the young people about finding your own research niche and then connecting to the faculty who's also interested and very committed in promoting that area of research. Yun lang.
Both of you have had experience with local and international grants. Can you tell us what are some of the differences in the process? So this is kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of the process. Because,
Nitty-gritty details.
important. So it's important to establish networks, to build your trust network, to kiss a lot of frogs before you finally establish a network. But sige, how do you now?
Mauna na ako, Obi.
Yeah, go ahead. Sige, ma'am, go ahead.
Well, international, number one, institutional profiles. Very, profiles and track record of the researchers and leader applicants. Very important yan sa, when you collaborate with many other people, you have to have your, what is your institution known for? Have you been publishing in that area, or do you have, and what is that? So institutional profiles and track records of researchers, leaders, and applicants. And then, because that will also determine ano ba ang doable outputs or knowledge products expected from that research collaboration, di ba? So I think, and also I would say, medyo long-term gestation did it, Obi, di ba? Long-term gestation yung mga international. And then you also have to deal with many, like, especially yung sa first SICAR, hindi masyado, no? Kasi that was still out of Manila Observatory at preliminary lang yon. But then yung bumalik yung program officer ng IDRC, and sabi, ano bang ginawa ninyo? Why did you produce so many things with so little money? And then, Tony was Antonia Yolo Loizaga was the executive director of Manila Observatory at that time. Balik ka na, Obi, no, di ba? So we said, we leverage, like me, I leverage all my research project from Japan Bank, from the department. I brought it to Manila Observatory. That's why, urban poverty, urban poor impacts, climate impacts of urban poor to vulnerable populations became sort of, I brought the poverty and vulnerability issue to the climate science in Manila Observatory. And I think that's why Tony, we were together in a panel in Bangkok right after Ondoy. And that's when she saw my work, and that's why she invited me. So, parang yun, parang, shall we say, yung mga contextual forces, at saka it's really sorting out, no? Sorting out also your own institutional strengths within and institutional weaknesses within. Kasi importante yun when you partner with other institutions, kailangan magkaisa kayo dito, 'di ba? 'Di ba, Obi? So yun, yung parang for me, importante yun, yung in international research collaboration. And when you're preparing pa the proposal, long gestation time, you have to get the profiles of each researcher within. You also have to match, yung mga ganon. Di ba, Obi, naalala mo yung when we were doing the proposal in 2017? Hi!
Has
lang,
it been
oh.
your experience that, because I know this happens sometimes with calls for proposals, right? Sometimes the calls for proposals are formalities. They really
Oo.
have researchers already
Ay,
whom they want
may
to.
inano na sila.
Yeah, but have
May
you had that?
napusuan na sila.
Yeah, have you had that experience? Because okay, I'll give you the context of my question, diba? Because there was a collaborator, a friend of mine from France, who was encouraging me to partner with him so that we could submit to a particular funding institute in the US. And other friends who were from the US were saying, don't even bother because they already know who they're going to give the award to. So unless you are
Ay,
part
nako.
of that, if you are part of that,
Cabal.
okay, we'll use that word. Parang it's a waste of time. And naman, there's so much effort that goes into preparing the grant. So it's almost, yeah. So they were saying don't even try. It's a waste of your time. Pero itong si French friend of mine went ahead and submitted, and of course we didn't get it. But I was curious if you had an experience like that.
Ako, as I always say, I've kissed 1,000 toads when I was still very, kasi di ba, somebody ask you like that, and then, I've learned, you ask your friends first. Like, for example, I know in some, I will not mention, may napusuan na sila, pero gusto nilang i-open kasi that is the requirement of the institution. So, para sa akin, walang integridad yan. That's why for me, honesty and integrity is so crucial in research collaboration. Kasi niloloko ka lang dyan. You're wasting time it's not, you spend time doing the review of literature, you look for, past studies, and then, nagiging ka lang, parang pangsangkap ka lang, didit. You're just a tool for them. So ako, I've learned, as I said, of course, I have experiences like that. So, parang ako, that's why I think I have a couple of experiences. So after that, I will check. I will check ano ba ang record nila of integrity. Kung mga user, mga Nokia, I learned something from sa rank and tenure. magkasama ka ni Father Dakanay. And I asked Father Dakanay, Father, ano ito? Yung sa, sabi niya, Nokia. Sabi ko, anong Nokia? User-friendly. What do you mean? Friendly when you are of use. Believe ako noon did it. Sabi ko, wow, itong ka-bright nito ni Father Dakanay explains it in 4 words. So, I've learned over time that there are really Nokias. They cannot help it. Kasi they're in a hurry. They're in a hurry to get, to achieve, ganon. So, I don't labor anymore. Before I would get hurt and I get angry. But now, I just tell myself, ay, pangangailangan nila yon. Ayokong makisama sa mga taong maraming pangangailangan. At isa lang ako na mag-supply sa pangangailangan nila. Of course, as I said, I can say that I'm so happy I'm all did it. I do not have to deal with this nonsense.
Obi, ikaw.
Okay. Sa akin naman, Didit, fortunately, I haven't experienced what you experienced or what your French friend experienced. So, sa akin,
Or subjected did it too.
sa akin, it's been ang tawag mo ito, it's fair. Okay, so
You're lucky.
competitive. Competitive, I'm lucky in that sense. Okay, so yung parang 5 international grants, yung dalawa doon, led by our international collaborator. And so I'm a collaborator in those 2 grants. Then there's 2 other grants, and then yung isa led by Ma'am, yung isa yung si CAR-PH, that's international, led by Ma'am Emma yon. Tapos and then the 2 other grants, it's with the lab. One of them was led by me, and then the other one was led by a colleague in the same lab. So yung competitive, okay, kasi yung yung isang inano namin is like a seed grant, and it's funded by the International Science Council. So maliit lang yung halaga, but it really counts, no? Okay, so sa research. So nakakatuwa kasi they would only have parang at one time they can only give 4 grants, parang ganyan, or 3 grants, or approve, or 4, yeah. So magpapasok ka, and then they fairly review it, okay, for those 2 experiences namin. Tapos napili, no? So tuwang-tuwa kami. One of them was led by Dr. Cruz, and then ang main collaborators noon was, bale, ang sumulat, ako, si Dr. Cruz, tsaka si Dr. Gotangco, si Kendra. Pero naalala ko, ma'am, you're also part of the team eh.
Yes.
Tapos, and then,
Di ba
nakuha
nag-meeting
yun.
pa tayo?
Oo,
Nag-meeting pa
nakuha.
tayo.
Oo,
Oo.
nakuha yon. Tapos, and then the second one is, I led it. Tapos, and then, nakakatuwa nung in-announce nila parang Miss Universe. Diyos ko! Kasi, nervyos na nervyos kami kasi the 4 countries that received the award ay parang grant. Okay, pero Malaysia! So,
Miss Philippines.
correct. Tapos nung tinawag yung Philippines, talagang nako. So parang it was fair naman yung sa karanasan
Yeah.
ko. So
Alam mo, Obi and Didith, one of the things I tell people now is that you gain friends. Like, before si Car, hindi ko naman kilala si Obi. But over the years, I really like our partnership. Yung ganon. So, I always tell people, okay lang mag-kiss ka ng 1,000 toads kasi you'll have prince and princesses in like for example sa Sikar, some of my best friends friends in the science field. I mean, I really, it's through the Sikar. I mean, like, Paeng Guerrero. I think Paeng tolerates alam mo naman ako, tolerates my jokes with him because, he knows that, I really support science. I really think na I think we waste our money. We spend so much on the scientific, but then we do not push it. We do not support the people who produce those. I think yung mga ganon. So, thank you, Obi, for our partnership over the years.
Likewise,
Friendship,
ma'am.
friendship.
Yes, opo. Ano, did I also find na there's really value dun sa pag-apply dun sa international grants? Kasi minsan ang hirap din talaga makakuha ng local grant. So,
Din-
in the science,
Yeah,
usually DOST yung pinupuntahan natin. Pero dahil private institution tayo, syempre mas ano din,
less,
okay,
less,
oo.
less ang chances
Less
natin.
ang chances kumpara
Mm.
sa state universities, etc. So,
Oh,
kaya
Sorry,
parang,
can I stop you there? So,
yeah.
really, has that been your experience that parang there's a bias in favor of this, or not, maybe not a bias, but the priority is given to state universities and colleges for
Yes,
government grants? Oh, okay.
I
I
think
think so.
so.
It, in the Climate Change Commission did it. I'm the only one from a private sector. From the rest are all kasi scholar ng bayan. So the government should be served by these people. But I really think there is a priority. But the other thing that I want to say about yung internal, why it is important to collaborate with other institutions and with outside of the Philippines, kasi it cures us of our insularity in producing knowledge, and puts you in equal footing in the stage of other people who are also interrogating and writing about this. So for me, I would even say we should try our best always to partner with local and international.
May I add to what Ma'am Emma said?
Yes, of course.
So, I always tell my students, ito yung lagi ko sinasabi sa kanila, you know, it's good to have international collaborators kasi it grounds you. You
Yeah.
know, because then you know what are the things that you still don't know and you need to
Oo.
learn, etc. It's better to be, always tell my students, it's better to be a small fish in a very large ocean
Yes.
compared to a big fish in a small
Frog.
tank. Kasi if
A
you're a
frog in a
small
pond.
fish in a, tank na nga ginamit ko, ma'am, tank. So, it's better to be a small fish in a large ocean kasi you really have so much more space for growth.
And it makes you humble.
It does, it does. And then, parang, and you know, ang mahalaga talagang ingredient din when you do an international collaboration, if you're pleasant to work with, type ka
Yes.
nila, oo, kasi
Oo,
parang,
imbitahin kanila palagi.
tapos may energy, tapos pleasant to work with, magaan, you know. So, yun, isa yun sa ano. So, yun yung sinasabi ko sa mga students ko na parang, yun, it grounds you, it makes you humble kasi makikita mo talaga, ay shucks, ang dami nilang kayang gawin, especially since we have limited resources in the country. Sobrang napakalaking tulong na you partner with an international ano kasi it's a way to lift the science and the research in our country, in our group, in the university. Ma'am Emma, you have
Yeah.
something to add.
Yeah. Thank you so much for bringing that out, because ako, I really believe that if you really know your science here, you should be humble. Kasi ang yung for example sa Asia, tayo mga Pilipino, medyo may superiority dahil sa marunong tayong mag-Ingles. So yung mga iba dyan, hindi yan maboka, pero marami silang alam. Hindi lang sinasabi sa iyo. Yung yung kasi may mga ibang network, yung network dito sa Asia, no? Like that Asian Social Wellbeing Consortium, no? The Thais and the Indonesians really like that we are aligning with each other vis-a-vis the Asians and like that. So I think yung self-consciousness and humility, and also knowing that they know a lot, you also know, but you know, I also believe ngayon sa climate science, we're very big now on contextualizing. What are the contextual drivers of risk? Ikaw lang makaalam dyan. Pero, that doesn't give you the superiority to say, ito yun kami, ganito, ganon. You have to look at it horizontally and vertically. And I think that's what constitutes OB, what I'd say, the community of scholars that, have respect of what each other have produced, but knowing that by being together, we can be more. Di ba? I mean, that's what I
Yes.
always said in SICAR.
Same experience, ma'am. Sa akin, sabi ko, shucks, ang gagaling naman itong mga Malaysians na ito. Ganun
Oo.
yung, ang
Mm.
gagaling naman nila, nitong mga
Oo.
Vietnamese. Sobra talagang ang gagaling nila. Tapos, they have sufficient funding from their government. May
Oo.
ganun. So, ang dami
Mm.
nilang resources. Ang pagkakaiba lang, nahirapan lang din kasi silang mag-communicate
Oo.
nung science nila.
Yes.
But then if you go beyond their
Mm-mm.
difficulty in communicating in English at
Yes.
tiningnan mo yung content at yung substance ng
Yeah.
ginagawa nila, Diyos ko, ang gagaling talaga. So,
Oo.
yun, so parang ano no, in fact nga, minsan no, ang galing na rin nila mag-English yung iba dyan, di ba ma'am?
Yeah.
So
Ang galing. At
parang,
saka,
oo,
publications nila.
tapos grabe talaga. So yun yung kaya maganda talaga na na ah, na mag-collaborate ka kasi para kang talahib. As you
Oh.
become longer, bumabagsak, 'di ba? You go down,
Oo.
'di ba, ma'am? So parang
Oo.
it's a way na you humble
You
yourself
can be
kasi
more with, you
oo,
can be more on the ground.
yeah,
Kasi
kasi
galing ka na sa itaas.
oo, yung makita mo talaga na, ay, ang dami pa naming bigas na kakainin.
Oo.
Hey,
Yun
Can
At
lang.
I,
saka,
can I just, I mean, well, another question related to what you're saying about collaboration. How do you ensure parity? Because again, this is a maybe again it's coming from ano to, medyo hugot. That I've had experiences with collaborators where you felt like um maybe things were at least very different, partly because of context. What do I mean? So you get an international grant. The $10,000 here in the Philippines goes a lot farther than the $10,000 that's let's say situated in the US or Canada. So if the scientist in the US or Canada can only spend an hour a week on your project because that's all the money they have.
but she's paid too much.
And then, versus we have, let's say, 2 full-time research assistants plus you pa. So parang by sheer volume of people and the amount of time spent, chances are you'll be producing a lot more. So parang how do you ensure a certain amount of parity naman that you're not I think it goes back also to what Ma'am Emma was saying na sometimes you're being used a little bit. So how do you avoid that?
Know the world did it, is, I would say, it's not equal, okay? That's why when you ask about what are the pitfalls of working with international collaborators, I really just strive for relatively autonomous scholarship and relatively autonomous self versus this power hungry people. I mean, I mean, I mean, I don't like it that, they think, yan, mura naman yan sa inyo, so ganito lang, ganon. So, actually, did it. The reason why IDRC came to us, and only they to us, is because sa first, sa SICAR, syempre, yung mga Canadian at saka American, they will get half of the grant at 1/4 lang sa'yo. I mean, understand it. So, I think, I've learned that maraming fronts yan did it, di ba? When you say about equal, in terms of, they're looking at your theorizing and, your science, I've learned that this world is unequal. But me, I'd like to say, yeah, I'm from the Philippines, I'm from the global south, but it doesn't mean I remembered I remembered when I first came home from my PhD, and my brother had a parang kantamisa. So we had a party in our farm, no, in Cebu. And then former workers asked me, Day, hindi ka ba natatakot yung mga Amerikano, mga matataas ng ilong, magagaling mag-Ingles? So I looked at them and I said, siguro naman, the gray matter in between our two ears are equal. No, kasi I think, no, kasi I think that's part of our colonial history, that we always feel now you're down there. But me, I had to remind myself, in, like, for example, East Swiss Center, now I was East Swiss Center grant. So 75% are Americans, 25% are from the global south. So majority yan sila. And I have to remind myself what I know about my culture, what I know about my context, that I know very well. So, para sa akin, no one should say, parang for me, hi, yeah, you were benefited by also, parang for me, did it yung the concept of equality and inequality in scholarship, in partnership. It's in my experience, it's a constant, shall we say, navigation of. That's why I would emphasize, even with my students, I always say, craft your relatively autonomous self, craft your relatively autonomous scholarship, which is, you'll never be free of the so-called universal knowledge, or the so-called publications from the ISI Scopus. And so para sa akin, i-navigate mo yan, yung para sa akin, did it. Some people, and I will not mention races, are just so comfortable in them being the dominant one. And I have to remind them that, hey, baby, this world, I have a PhD, you have a PhD. I'm Professor Mayor also. Kasi, ang tendency kasi, I'm sorry to say this, pero whether both men and women who are used to power and, just telling this, hindi nila maisip na tayo din may isip tayong sarili, and we can produce this knowledge that they also, we want to produce that, diba? So yun lang. I do not know whether I addressed the notion of equality you're talking about, but did it in the world of international, it's I think that's why in climate, that's why the small island states, banded together because of these damages and losses. So, ang hirap. That's why I always say yung what happened sa kay Trump, I told my student who is working with AID, we should look at this as an opportunity to stand on our own feet. Because when you're always dependent on somebody, there's always a price. Yun lang. Thank you.
Thank you. Obi, do you have any thoughts or that you wanted to share?
I just wanted to add, kasi yung sinabi ni Ma'am Emma that the world is not equal. Let me just give you an example. So, a year ago, almost a year ago, so I received a seed grant. And the seed grant is only $15,000 US.
Mhm.
So, sabi nung collaborator, bali that's the Philippine money. So, ganun. Yun yung napunta sa amin. Pero yun na yung buo, di ba? 15. Wala naman silang share doon. Pero sabi ni collaborator, matagal ng collaborator from Taiwan, sabi niya, oh, you know, when you receive that seed grant, you can only buy the accessories, etc. Tapos, sabi ko, no, we can pay a research assistant for 1 year with the seed grant. Tapos,
Oo.
nagulat siya kasi we can pay pala 1 RA and then use some of the money to buy some accessories. Not all.
Accessories.
Not all. Pero nagulat siya na pwede. So, yun nga. So, hindi talaga equal kasi mas malaki talaga yung bayad sa Taiwan. Mas malaki talaga yung bayad sa
Pero,
ibang bansa. So,
pero may dagdag ako dyan, Obi. Kasi sa
oo.
social well-being namin, kasi parang mahal talaga ang sa Taiwan. Ganun. Of course, this is a social science research. So sinabi ko sa kanila, it's not easy to go to those barm areas, to those Muslim areas. So I will cost that. So alam mo yung sila, para par, they conducted their survey through internet. Kasi para sa akin, excuse me same effort. I mean, for me, hirap din kami sa pag-gather ng data dito. So para sa akin, just because you can gather naman your data through digital survey. So di pa dapat hindi malaki. Parang what I'm saying, Obi and Dideth, is that sometimes I feel talaga you also have to assert to protect your own integrity. Kasi parang sa isip ko, uy, kayo kaya magpunta doon sa Marawi? Kayo kaya magpunta doon sa Hulo? Na, di ba ang hirap magpunta noong mga lugar na yon? So ako, did it. Siguro, I can do this now kasi matanda na ako. Wala na akong pakialam. I feel na I've kissed 1,000 toads. I don't want to kiss another toad. I don't want a toad in my life.
Okay.
So,
Um,
so calmly and coolly assert.
okay.
I say that to
Thanks,
the
ma'am.
feminists.
Thanks, ma'am. Okay, we have about 7 more minutes, so I'd like to open the floor to the audience. Does anybody have a
Yes.
question for Ma'am Ovi or Ma'am Emma? You can unmute yourself or you can type a question. Um,
O kung shy sila, they can put it in the chat.
in the chat. Actually, I know a couple of people in the room, actually 3 people in the room, and I know that, for example, Dr. Okay and Dr. Talanjon Felipe are from state universities and colleges. So I wanted to ask, has your experience been similar? Do you feel like the grant giving institutions such as the UST or CHED favor the SUCs or not? I mean, what has your experience been? If it's okay to ask you. So go ahead.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, yes.
Hi,
As to,
Arnel.
hello, Ma'am Emma. Hello, Ma'am Ovi. As to our institution, I think hindi naman siya ganun nagmamanifest.
Okay. What
Eh,
about
kasi
you, May?
Arnel,
Hi,
ang
good
sabi palagi
afternoon.
nila, like sa CHED, sabihin nila, ay mayaman kayong Ateneo. Huwag na.
Good
May?
Hindi
afternoon.
sila
Yeah, I think
maniwala,
hi Ma'am
kailangan ng pera.
Emma. Hi Ma'am Obi.
Hello.
By the way, before I answer that, I just want to say that this is a very I really enjoy listening to the discussion. As to the question, I think yung statement ni Ma'am Emma na sinasabing mayaman naman, siguro baka may ganun na. But I think that applies yung not naman bias but yung preference. I think that applies depending on the level of the SUC. I think if like an SUC is up there already, let's say sabihin na natin UP, meron talaga sigurong preference because I've experienced before, we applied for a grant and then si funder mismo yung nagsabi na siguro mag-benchmark muna kayo kay UP kasi nagawa na nila to or merong mga ganong preferences. So I guess meron but it also depends on the level of the SUC.
Yeah.
Thanks, May.
Oh, Arnel, what do you say about yung, sabihan ako ng mga taga-CHED at taga ay, mayaman na kayo. Sabi ko, hindi sila maniwala, Arnel, na wala kaming pera for research.
Kaya nga po kumukuha kayo ng grant, di ba, ma'am?
Ano?
Kaya nga po kumukuha kayo ng grant, di ba, ma'am?
Basta ako sa international na lang kasi ay, too much effort and then hindi ka pa sigurado.
Okay. Pero that's interesting for me, ma'am, that that mm, to some extent mas madali sa inyo yung international kesa sa local. I
Alam mo
mean,
kung
well,
bakit?
bakit? Sige,
Because of
okay.
the
Tell us the
trust
secrets.
networks.
Oh,
Because of
okay.
the trust networks, like yung street children study ko that ran for 3 years sa Florence, I found out later that my advisor in ISU Center was was the expert consultant to the people in it. And so he recommended me. So I would say na a lot of my international collaborations, they know of my work. So in a sense, I didn't have to work so hard because they already, like for example, so I think mas madali, it's true, mas madali sa akin ang international kasi they basically say, oh, actually yung isang ano ko, yung sa social housing with Slum Dwellers International sa Africa and Asian Coalition Housing Rights sa Thailand. Nakuha ko yun dahil I kissed a toad the 2 months before. Kasi ganito, I should know. Pag ang isang NGO mag-organize ng event na papunta na sa end of the year, ay maggastos lang sila ng pera. Ay hindi ko yun alam. Nalaman ko na lang yan later na. Kasi because I always feel na I'm studying street children. I should not be holding my meetings in, expensive places. So sinabi ko doon sa nag-ask sa akin to do an ethnography na, doon tayo, ganito. Sabi ko, hindi, ako na lang mag-host sa faculty lounge kasi hindi magbayad kasi faculty ako. So parang ako nagtipid. Hindi pala nila gusto yun, did it? Kasi they wanted to spend and ayaw nilang babalik yung pera nila. Hindi ko naman alam. So, na-realize nila did it. They cannot control me, this woman. Kasi I have certain values in doing research with the poor. I think it's very scandalous that, we're talking about street children and we're meeting in 5-star hotels, pwede ba? So, na-realize nila na yung mga mga tatlong event. And ayokong mag-host doon sa And to think did it, I've spent now 1 month for my RA to do preliminary work in Tatalon. Alam mo, tinawagan ako doon na huwag na lang daw. Imagine, huwag na lang daw. So, I was so disheartened. I've spent money na for field work. And then sabihin nila, huwag na. So, I was so disheartened. But anyway, the Lord and the universe did it is kind. Kasi the following day, I went to the office to may samang loob, and it was holiday. The phone rang. And then it was from from Netherlands, from Cord Aid, saying na, Peter Hurley here, who was my partner in the social housing evaluation here in sabi niya that you can do this work. So I said to them, I'm a little bit expensive. And then they said, oh, no problem. So, this is what, parity, there are funding agencies who are very careful about, parity between northern researcher, western researcher, and local researcher. I've learned that as I said, the size of our brain, pareho lang yun sa kanila. So bakit ibang bayad sa atin? Thank you.
Okay, I think
There
we're
is karma. Karma is a bitch.
there's a question from Cherry Frondoso. I want Cherry, please go ahead. Could you unmute?
Hello. Hello, sorry. Thank you for the talk. Very interesting Thank you for the insights. I just want to ask, is there are there other avenues we can look for international grants? Like, what if you don't have a track record with a grant and you want to start?
Kaya you
Yeah.
stick to your advisor who is supportive of you. But if he's not supportive,
Yeah. What if you don't have
look for a supportive one.
Actually, Cherry, ito yung parang gusto ko rin sabihin sa young people in the room. Parang hindi kasi siya namamadali. So parang it's something that is developed over time. I don't know,
Yes.
di ba ma'am? So it's developed
Oo.
over time and then you go through the process. Pagka medyo bata ka pa, so syempre yung network mo maliit pa lang. And then your main supporter, as Ma'am Emma said, would be your advisor. Your advisor, having gone through, okay, like me, I'm so lucky. Ang mga mentors ko, kababait. They're not only competent, they're not only competent, but they're also of very nice, good character. So here in the
Yes.
Philippines, I had Father Dan, Father Jet, my former advisor in UP, and abroad, I was so lucky. So in that sense, parang
But not all are quite lucky.
not everyone, no, I'm saying lang na not everyone is as
But
lucky as I am.
pray
Oo.
hard.
So the reason why I was lucky, because Father Dan, when I was ready for graduate studies, I told Father Dan, who was chair of the Department of Physics at that time. In fact, I'm sitting on his chair right now. So this chair is such a big chair to sit on. So and this was his table in the past, okay? So parang yung having those good mentors and recommending you for graduate studies abroad, turned out that my PhD advisor was his classmate in grad
Wow.
studies when he was a PhD student. So hindi ko alam yon sa simula. So when I applied to graduate study abroad, sabi ko kay Father na, Father, sabi niya sa akin, you read this, OB. And then I read it. I read a white paper that was written by my PhD advisor. I said, wow, I didn't realize that physics can be applied to the atmosphere. I was very young back then. And then, so that's how. And so I got lucky because I was cared for. And then I was then also taken care of by my PhD advisor and my postdoc. So parang it's a circle, it's a nice circle. So habang bata ka pa, unang-una, advisor mo muna. And then it will develop over time, I think. Tama ba, Ma'am
Cherry.
Emma?
Oh, yes. But Cherry, I want to tell you, I always tell my students, do you know the Ignatian prayer? Hindi nila ko. Di ba? Work and work hard as if everything depends upon you. After you've done that, pray and pray hard as if everything depends upon God. So if you look at that principle, and we're, we're Atenista, so we think, we should follow Ignatius. So I mean, I really think that, yeah, Obi is very lucky, but I would say I was not as lucky as Obi in terms of, mentors like that. But I survived because, again, maintain your integrity as a person. Yun lang. Do not sell out your soul. I always tell people, nothing is free in life. You have to pay it with your money, with your body, or your soul. Okay?
Wow. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Well, we're about out of time, and
Okay.
so I would just like to thank Doc Obi and Ma'am Emma. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
sharing
I
all
enjoyed
your
myself.
experiences. This was actually so pleasant because I hardly had to talk. The two of you just told all your stories, and that was great. So thank you also to
Kasi
the people
madaga
who
ako.
no, thank you also to everyone who joined us. I hope these talks have been useful to you, and hopefully the advice that you've heard, the stories, the war stories that you've heard will help guide you in your pursuit of grant applications, whether local or international, and collaborations, toads notwithstanding. So thank you, everyone.
Thank
And thank you,
you.
Ma'am Emma. Thank you, Obi. Okay, bye everyone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you
I
po.
enjoyed myself.
Thank you. Sige po.
I enjoyed myself. Okay.
Okay,
Thank
I
you,
will
Arnel.
stop
Thank you,
recording.
Didit.
Thanks,
Thank you,
thanks Emma.
Obi.
Bye.
Salamat
Sige,
po.
bye-bye.
Salamat
Thank
po.
Okay,
you.
salamat.
Thank you po.
Sige, bye-bye.
Exit na ako, Didit.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye, Didit. Bye-bye. Oo.
Bye.
Obi.